Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is JLTech, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can set up the AWS CLI, also known as the command line interface. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head to the AWS docs and download yourself the latest CLI installation. So it supports Linux, Mac and Windows. In this video we're going to show you how to use Windows. Hit the Windows section and then go ahead and click this AWS CLI link. It'll download the installer. This is nothing special, just go ahead and click through one by one. And then once you've done that, restart your machine and return back to this video, and I'll show you how you can actually configure this with an IAM user so you can manage your privileges for your account. Once you've done that, what we can do is we can go back to our AWS and we want to find this IAM. Now if you don't see it here, you can just type it in the corner here, so we can just type in IAM. And then once we're in here, we can see I already have one user set up, but let's go ahead and hit users on the left. You can see I already do have my CLI user. This is for my personal use, but we're going to go and create another one just for this tutorial. So let's go ahead and click create user. We'll type in this YouTube tutorial and we'll go ahead and click next. Now, if you already have a user group set up, we can attach it to a user group. We can copy permissions from another group, or we can attach policies directly, and that's exactly what we're going to do in this tutorial. Now, just to keep this very simple, I'm going to give this user full administrative access, which means this CLI user, once we set this up in our command line in a minute, it'll have access to absolutely everything within AWS. In a production world, not something you would do. For instance, in production, if this user needed, for instance, S3, we would search for S3, and we can see all of the different functionality and roles, and we would only grant the user pretty much what access it needed. Same for like DynamoDB, if we needed DynamoDB, we could type in DynamoDB and we could say, well, this user should only have read-only access, or it should have elevated privileges, things like that. But in this case, just to keep it very simple, and I'm going to delete this policy straight after I've recorded this video, I'm just going to hit administrative access and I'm going to hit next. So that's all done. I feel like I've missed a step somewhere, although I don't think I have. Nope. Let's go ahead and click next and we can hit create user. So if we go into this YouTube tutorial, we can now go down to security credentials and we can create ourselves an access key. So let's go ahead and click create access key. And now it's going to ask us some very questions, what we want to use this user for, how are we going to connect to it. So as you can see, there's loads of third-party services. We can decide whether we're going to be using an AWS service, or straight away we can just say we're going to be using the CLI. Because we're ticking CLI, it's going to tell us to go and use AWS Cloud Shell, which is this little terminal up here. However, because I'm going to be deploying things like Lambda functions and etc. in other upcoming videos, I need it to be able to do this. So we're going to we want to create a new access key and hit OK. We'll type in here YouTube tutorial and we'll create an access key again. So now we have these access keys. Now you want to download these as a CSV file, and you also never, ever share these with anyone else. If anyone has access to these, they can do exactly what we're going to do in this video, and they can get access to your account. So take that without saying, as soon as I finish recording this video, I'm going to disable this access key. So what we can do then is we can just now type in a terminal. So let's just say terminal, and this is going to open up a brand new terminal on my Windows machine. And if we have correctly set up the AWS CLI, the command line interface from the start of the video, we can just simply type AWS configure. Now it's going to ask us for a AWS access key ID, so we'll just go ahead and we'll hit copy. And we will go ahead and just paste that in there. I'm going to get rid of the other one just so it doesn't confuse me. And we'll paste that in. Now it wants an AWS secret access key, which if we look here, we have a secret access key. I'm going to go ahead and copy that back to our terminal. And we're going to paste that in there like so. For region, it depends what region you're using, where your AWS account is located. Mine is EU West 2, which is London, so we're just going to go ahead and do EU West 2. Default output format, we're just going to leave as the default as JSON. And that is it. We are now authenticated with our IAM user. So if we just say, for instance, AWS S3 list the directories, we have now got back this this folder here, and this relates to an S3 bucket that I have in my S3, which has nothing in. But here you go, that's that same bucket that our terminal did return for us. So there you have it, everyone. That's how you set up the AWS command line interface within AWS. In upcoming videos, I'm going to be showing you all types of things in AWS, how to use DynamoDB, SES, Cognito, various other settings, and for all of that, you will need access to the command line interface, hence why I'm making this video. So if you did learn something from this or you did enjoy the video, please do drop a like rating and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next time.